I will become accountant.
That's what I studied. I studied accounting as well.
Yes.
I studied law at university, and then I did my chartered accountancy exam afterwards.
Yes. What is your job?
My job, by my profession, I'm a CPA. I'm a chartered accountant,
CPA?
but I work as a business consultant.
Oh, my idol in at the university, who is a man, and he finished a test in CPA. Yes, and he is a leader in a contest.
That's very good.
He is very good.
I know a lot of people from your university.
Yes.
A lot.
Yes. Thank you. How do you think about the weather in Vietnam?
The weather in Vietnam is very similar to the weather in England.
Yes.
Very similar. But Vietnam now, the weather in Ho Chi Minh City is very different to the weather in Hanoi.
Yes. Sorry, where you come from?
I come from England.
England. Yes. England is a country famous for clock tower.
That's right.
Yes. And I have came to England, and I hope that I will come to England.
I haven't been to England yet.
Oh yes, I have.
So if you do get a chance to go to England, you will see the famous clock tower called Big Ben in London.
Yes, London is the capital in England.
That's right.
How many places in Vietnam did you visit?
I've visited quite a few. I've been to Vũng Tàu,
Vũng Tàu,
I've been to Munich,
Nè,
I've been to Nha Trang,
Nha Trang,
I've been to Quy Nhon,
Quy Nhơn. Yes,
and I've been to Ha Long Bay
Hạ Long Bay.
and Ho Chi Minh City.
Yes, many places. What place do you like the best?
Well, all the places are different, but I do want to go to Da Nang,
Đà Nẵng,
I want to go to Hoi An,
Hội An,
I want to go to Da Lat.
Đà Lạt.
There are many places I still want to visit.
Yes.
And where's your hometown?
My hometown is Bắc Ninh.
And where is that near?
It is about 70 kilometers.
Oh, from Hanoi.
Yes.
So it's not too far.
Not too far. Yes. I can go to here by bus. Yes. And I spend about 3 hours to get in Hanoi.
Okay.
Yes. How do you think about the traffic in Vietnam?
The traffic in Vietnam is okay. In Ho Chi Minh City, it's a lot busier.
Busier.
But in Hanoi, the traffic is easier because the traffic keeps flowing, it keeps moving. In Ho Chi Minh City, the traffic stops
Stop.
for long periods.
In Vietnam, there are many motorbikes. Yes, motorbikes.
That's correct.
Motorbikes and that has common transportation. Yes. Also, do you have does your country has many motorbikes?
We don't have many motorbikes, but we have many cars.
Yes.
So the problem is sometimes the problem is worse because you'll have one car with one person in it. And there's so many cars in the morning and in the afternoon that sometimes it'll take you a long time to
Yes.
get from one place to another.
Yes. in Vietnam, there is a little car because it is expensive
Oh,
and
yes.
people in Vietnam very poor. Yes, and buying a car person have to spend much money.
A lot of money.
Yes.
Yes.
And I don't know exactly the price of the car in Vietnam. Yes. But oh, how much is the car?
The cars in England, the prices are very, very different. And in Vietnam, if you buy a car, you normally have to pay twice, 2 times the price, because you have to pay a lot of import tax and duty.
Yes.
And that's the problem.
When a person in Vietnam buy a car in England, the price of a car can very low. But when you move it
Yeah.
to Vietnam, the impact tax
Yes.
is very high.
It's very high.
And when you ride a motorbike in the street, you have license.
Oh yes, that's the same in England. If you have a motorbike or a car in England, you have a license to pay.
Yes, and
It's very high.
when you ride a motorbike in the street, you have to wear
Helmet.
Helmet. Yes.
Helmet.
Helmet. Yes.
But the problem is, the helmets in Vietnam, sometimes they are too soft. So
Soft.
you can crush it with your hands.
Yes.
So if you had an accident, you would have a problem.
Yes.
Would it protect you?
Yeah.
So if you do buy a motorcycle helmet, you have to make sure you get a good one.
Yes.
Very important.
I think it is same as England.
No, it's different because in England they're very thick. So if you fall, the helmet will protect your head. But in Vietnam, some of the helmets, they're too soft. Too soft. And
Yes.
I had a friend in the bar and I put the helmet on the floor and I did this.
I think
And it was like an
I
egg.
think the contraction of the helmet in England and in Vietnam are different.
Yes,
But,
very different.
The advantage of it is same.
No, there's no
Why?
advantage. Because in Vietnam, if I take somebody's
Okay.
helmet, if I do this, it just smashes like an egg.
Yes.
No good. And if you fall off the motorbike and hit your head here, no protection. No protection.
No good.
You have to buy a good one. The helmets in Vietnam are for fashion. They look good, but there's no protection. They're very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Yes, a lot of them are very dangerous. No protection. Next time you get a motorbike, put the helmet on the floor and do this. And it will just smash. No good.
Really?
And if you fall, no protection for your head. None.
I don't think.
I will show you many helmets. They look good, but there's no protection.
So
They're very dangerous.
so do you think about the designer of the helmet in Vietnam?
They need to make them
Yeah.
so they protect your head if you fall off. They're not for fashion. Not for people buy them because they look good. No. They're to protect your head. Because if you fall off a motorbike, 2 things can happen. You can die. If you die, you don't know. but your family has a big problem. If you don't die and you're injured, you can be lying in hospital, crippled, for the rest of your life. Big problem for your family. So when you buy a motorcycle helmet, buy a good one. Don't buy a cheap one. You want a strong one that's very strong. I will show you.
But in Vietnam, there are many types of helmets.
That's what I'm saying. You need to buy a good one, not a cheap one.
And every year in Vietnam, there are many accidents.
I'll tell you, between January and October,
Yes?
there were 8,000 deaths in Vietnam on the road. 8,000 people died. In the same period, 21,000 were injured in 10 months.
Yes.
It's a lot.
You know exactly.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I don't know exactly the accident in Vietnam.
I do. Because when I go onto a motorbike, I wear a helmet and I always do it up. Always.
Yes.
If you don't do it up, there's no protection. Because if you fall, the hat's going to come off. So you must always put it on and do it up tight. Not loose, tight.
If we were dangerous when a person took part in the test in the city,
Yes.
when they are nowhere.
2 days ago, I was walking down the street, just walking,
Yes.
and a girl pulled a motorbike, whacked me in the leg. I fell over, and I had an injection in the hospital. All she did was move the motorbike back, and she didn't look. Very dangerous.
You have accident in Vietnam.
2 days ago, I was
days ago?
walking on the pavement.
When you look
Yes, and the girl had a motorbike and she pulled it and she didn't look, so she just, and I was behind.
Do you ride a motorbike?
No,
No.
I sometimes get on motor rider.
Do you think about that? You will ride a motorbike?
Too dangerous because sometimes the motor riders drink alcohol.
I think if you are careful.
No. It's like any country. You can be driving carefully, anybody can bump anybody. It doesn't matter how careful you are, you can be driving very carefully, but it's somebody else who will hit you.
But I think motorbike is a popular transportation
Yes,
in
it is.
Vietnam. So when I move in the street, I have to ride a
I've seen
motorbike.
people with motorbike, riding a motorbike and on the phone. Very dangerous.
Yes,
Because they're on the
it
phone
is very.
and they're not looking. And I see them all the time. Very, very dangerous.
And so when you drive or ride motorbike, you shouldn't use.
Never, never.
Yeah.
You should stop, then use your phone. But many people ride along, blah, 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 blah. So dangerous. And if somebody walks in, or if the traffic stops, big problem.
Is this your first visit to Vietnam?
No, I've been to Vietnam about 30 times.
30 times?
Yes,
Yes, very many times.
many times.
Yes. So, what do you think about Vietnam?
I think Vietnam is a wonderful place.
Wonderful.
There's wonderful people,
Yes.
wonderful food, wonderful weather, and many things to see.
Yes, thank you. Do you think that you live in Vietnam?
Cote, maybe.
Why do you think? Of course.
Because I enjoy the country very much.
Yes.
Yes.
For example.
Everything about the country, the food, the people, the weather. It's just a nice place to be. It gives me a nice feeling.
The weather, nice.
Yes. In Hanoi, the weather's good because you have 4 seasons.
Yes.
In Ho Chi Minh City,
Have two.
you say 2, but foreigner we say 1. It's just hot, 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 and always hot.
Hotter than Hanoi.
Very hot. Much hotter.
I think it's warm.
Hanoi is nice because you have Hon Kim Lake. And if it's hot, you can come here, and even when it's very hot, you can still get a breeze. It's still nice and fresh. Cool.
In Hanoi, now it's starting in the winter, so it is cold. And Vietnam has 4 seasons, so when it is starting the winter, people feel cold.
Yes.
And we have to wear many clothes. Clothes. And so we don't like this weather.
I can feel the cold because I was in Ho Chi Minh City. So when you come from Ho Chi Minh City to here, you feel the cold. But normally in England, I would never wear all these clothes.
Perhaps.
For this weather, I would just wear t-shirt and jeans. But because I was in Ho Chi Minh City, the difference is very big. So I can feel the cold.
Perhaps you are the first foreigners who wear many clothes.
Yes.
Because
Clothes.
because I see many foreigners who wear very little
Shorts and t-shirt.
Yes.
So I think, watch out! You're filming! They're very, very crazy, they are.
Yes.
I'm very surprised that they wear just shorts and t-shirts.
Yes.
It's very, very cold.
Yes.
Maybe they will have a cold or they will get flu later on.
What do you conduct in the future?
Well, while I'm here, normally I work in the morning, and then in the afternoon I come to Hon Kim Lake, and then in the evening I do some more work. So I do more work. So I work, I come here, and then I work.
Yeah. So, what do you think that you will go around the Hon Kim Lake in the night?
Some evenings I walk around Hon Kim Lake, and some daytimes I walk around Hon Kim Lake. But many times I meet students like you to help them with their English.
You can go around the Hon Kim Lake.
It's nice.
With your friends.
Yeah, it's a nice walk, very, very nice. Because every time you walk around Hon Kim Lake, you see something different.
Yes.
So it's nice to walk around. And it's good exercise.
Yes. It is interesting and romantic.
It is. I think so.
Yes.
Yes.
Hanoi tonight.
Oh, it is. In the night, it's very beautiful.
Yes. Sorry. Have you got married?
No, I'm not married. Not yet.
Why do you not? Why?
Maybe because I work too much.
Not too much.
And I'm always travelling. So it's quite difficult.
You are busy.
If you're always travelling.
Yes.
But I think very soon. Very soon.
So, what do you do? What do you do in your job every day?
So each morning, I usually first of all have to check my emails.
Check my email.
Because I have people who are working for me at the moment in Ho Chi Minh City. So they will send me their reports, their written reports, and I will read those and I will answer them with any questions I have. which means they may have to change their report. There are also people in Europe who are sending me reports as well. So in the morning I'm doing a lot of reading and I'm replying to emails or responding to emails. Then in the evening or in the afternoon I come here to Hon Kim Lake. Then those people are doing more work. I then come back in the evening and I read again what's happening.
And in the afternoon, you will come to Hon Kim Lake
Yes,
and
that's right.
talk with students.
That's right.
Yeah. How do you think about?
Hanoi, Hon Kim Lake, and in Ho Chi Minh City I go to the park. It's called 23-9 Park. Yes, which is in the centre of Ho Chi Minh.
In Hanoi, there are many parks.
That's correct.
Yes, and it is so far.
I haven't been to many parks in Hanoi. I've only been to Hon Kim Lake. I haven't been to many parks.
Yes, and there are many places in Hanoi. You can come. Yes, and for example, Hon Kim Lake. Yes. Do you think about you will have a wife who live in Vietnam?
Yes.
Yes. Do you like the woman in Vietnam?
Yes.
Ôi trời ơi.
You can speak many words Vietnamese.
I'm learning more and more each day.
Yes.
Yes.
You will learn Vietnamese. Can you fewer words?
For me, it's quite difficult because I only know certain phrases.
Yes.
So when I meet people, I normally use the Vietnamese that I know. But I know quite a bit. And sometimes I'm speaking English and I will just talk Vietnamese. It just comes out without thinking.
Do you feel about difficult when you learn Vietnamese?
I think it's quite difficult because you have 5 or 6 different tones.
Yes.
Where with English we just have one. So it's quite difficult. And the way you speak is difficult to the way we speak.
When you learn Vietnamese, you don't learn strict pronunciation.
I learn on the street. I don't go to Vietnamese class. I learn on the street, either in a park or on the lake.
Yes.
So same, but different.
Yes, so are they still?
Oh, you're still filming? Still filming?
She is a friend, my friend. Yes. She is classmate and roommate.
Ah, okay. I think I've seen her before.
Excuse me.
Really?
Do you come from Britain?
Sorry?
Do you come from Britain?
From where?
Britain.
Britain.
Yeah.
Britain.
Britain.
Yes, not Britain.
Because I hear the sound O, more and Mary. Yeah. So I guess you come from Britain.
Thank you for your conversation.
Không có gì đâu.
And good luck with you.
Thank you very much and good luck to you as well in your studies.
Enjoy your learning. Bye.
Thank you.